What's up, everyone? Dana Line back with a 2024 upcoming Titan guide. So we're going to talk about all the Titans and which ones are good. When you're down in lower leagues, just about any of these Titans are going to do good. But once you start moving up to the mid leagues, things change a little bit. And then once you get up into like Masters and Champions, things are very, very different. So we're going by what happens in Champion League. We're judging these by Champion League gameplay, which is brutal. The robots are crazy, the weapons are crazy, everything's doing insane damage, and some of these Titans just can't hang in Champion League right now. So let's get to the review. Currently, the Newton is causing a lot of problems for a lot of Titans. It picks you up from 800 meters, zaps you with these 800 meter weapons, and obliterates you, and this is making a lot of Titans unplayable. So once this thing gets nerfed or rebalanced, I'm going to have to redo this guide, but as of right now, this is probably the best Titan in the game. But once this gets rebalanced, I'm pretty sure that's going to make a big change on which Titans are actually good and which ones are not. So, first off, Newton, this thing is just crazy, crazy, crazy good. It is just the worst thing to deal with possible. It destroys everything. It's very squishy, so don't let anybody get close to you. But if you can stay in the back and destroy people from 800 meters, especially when there's 2, 3, 4 of these things on the battlefield, the other team can do nothing about it. Okay, so next we have the Kid Titan. Unfortunately, Kid is just a starter Titan. You get this for free when you start off. You unlock Titans, bam, there's your Kid. Don't dump too many resources into this thing because once you get into the Champion League, it's going to get wrecked. I don't care if you have a pilot with all the skills on it. This Titan just does not do well up in the higher leagues. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the Rook. And at the time I'm making this video, this is probably one of the better Titans. It's really fun to play. It's just an all-around great Titan if you like up-in-your-face brawling styles with a big, crazy physical shield. So this is definitely one of the best Titans right now. I would say it's definitely in the top 3 or top 5. Next, we have the Indra, definitely one of the better Titans. This thing has a really good ability. If that Newton picks you up, you can actually go into your little invisibility type thing twice where you can't be shot. So if you have that ready, it's got really good defenses against the freaking Newton. But this is actually a really good choice if it fits your playing style. It's a very unique, very good Titan overall. This one is definitely worth getting. Next, we have the Aether, which is one of my favorite Titans, but at the moment, it's barely worth playing because that stupid Newton picks it up, zaps it, it's done, it's out of there. It just gets obliterated almost instantly when it encounters a Newton, so I don't really suggest running this at the moment. Same thing with the Heimdall. If you can avoid being shot by a Newton, this thing is great. Once you get if you get some Titan repair amplifiers on this thing and get them charged up, it's very hard to kill. But the second it gets picked up by Newton, zap, dead, bam, done, gone. I don't recommend playing Heimdalls because of that right now. Next, we have the Luchador. This is still one of the better Titans, probably in the top 5. With the right pilot skills, right modules, this thing can be very, very, very good and very hard to kill. Still one of the better brawling Titans at the moment. So if you like brawling, this thing or the, what was that guy called? The Rook are probably the 2 best brawling Titans at the moment. Both very fun, both very good. Next, we have the Ao Ming with tons of firepower, but unfortunately, it's very squishy. It gets shot out of the air very quickly. I don't suggest playing this one. It just dies way too easy in Champion League. Next, we have the Nodens. It is a great healing robot. It's a lot of fun to play. If you can stay back out of range of the Newtons and just focus on healing your teammates and only shoot at people when they come close, you're probably going to have some pretty good stuff with this. I still think the Nodens is great, but just like anything else, if that dumb Newton picks it up, you're going to have some problems. But I really do like the Nodens. If you're looking for a support healer type of thing, this is not a bad choice. It's not one of the better Titans of the game, but it's kind of like one step down. Next, we have the Sirius. This actually got buffed recently. It seems like it can withstand a couple of shots from the Newtons before it blows up. It's got healing. It throws off some guns. It's a very fun Titan to play. The only problem is it's big and it's wide and it gets stuck in between buildings. And there's a lot of spots where you just can't get through on this. They made the Titan way too wide, so it's kind of a nightmare on some maps to navigate. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But overall, I think it's currently a really good Titan. and it's pretty durable. It's got nice damage. It's not a bad choice, but not everybody likes the playing style for this Titan, so some people play it, some people don't. Next, we have the Miramids. It gets obliterated. I would not recommend this to anybody in Champion League at the moment, so yeah, not that great. Oxminos. This is probably one step below the best, right? It's kind of like a B class, right? Some of those were A class, like the Newton, the Rook, the Luchador, or A class. I would give this one a B class. It's very fun. It's very good. If you get picked up by the Newton, you can put up your shield and usually survive a couple shots. I'm doing very well with this thing. I think this is worth playing. It runs around. It's a fun deal. It's a very fun deal with the right build on it and right pilot skills. Next, we have the Sharinga. It has a lot of firepower, but it dies very, very easily. So the thing is, you gotta play this really careful. You almost have to have proper support from your team. This is not a Titan that I recommend because it dies really easy. Again, the Newton picks it up, zap, dead. So you got to really keep your distance. You don't want anybody to get close to you because it's such a squishy Titan. But with proper support from your team, this can be really good. But again, Newton will pick you up and zap you and you're done. So yeah, this Newton's causing problems for everything. Next, we have the Arthur. And this doesn't really have a Newton problem because if you beef up that shield, put some pilot skills on there for the shield, hey, that thing zaps you and it takes several shots to destroy the shield on this. So Arthur with the right pilot skills is doing okay. I mean, it's a starter Titan. It's not by any means my favorite, but I actually played this for a couple of days with a maxed out pilot. Now, if you can't max out the pilot, I would not suggest it. If you can put a pilot on this and max it out, it's going to be a good Titan, but it's probably like what I would call a C-class Titan right now, even with the maxed out pilot. It's not going to be for everybody. There are way better Titans, but that shield is awesome if you can max it out, get the pilot skills for the shield, get some repair amplifiers and whatnot on this guy. It can be okay. Finally, we have the last one. This is the brand new Eiffel Titan, and so far I'm really liking this. It's got lots of firepower. It's got 2 alpha weapons, 3 beta weapons. It's got some really unique abilities. It does get beat up by the Newton. If I get picked up by a Newton, it usually ends up dying pretty quickly, but I've been having pretty good luck with this overall. I like it a lot. I think once the Newtons get nerfed, guys, things are going to be very different in this game. A lot of these older Titans that aren't worth playing right now might be. So, yeah, we're just waiting for that thing to get nerfed to rebalance along with those weapons. 800 meters is way too long for that Newton and those Tonins and Fulgur things. So, it's causing too many problems for the other Titans. But I am really liking this brand new Titan a lot. It's very fun. It's very good. I don't know if it's the best Titan in the game, but it's definitely one of the best. Some people would still prefer to play the Rook or the Luchador. Some people would prefer this. But right now, I think Rook, Luchador, the Eiffel, the Newton, and maybe the Minos seem like some of the better Titans to play right now. Minos is on the lower tier, but it's actually doing very good when I play it. And I've never been much of a Minos player, so from a guy who doesn't really know how to play the Minos, if I'm doing good with it and doing well against the Newtons, that's not so bad. So there's my little overview on this thing. There is going to be a brand new Ultimate Ao Ming coming out. That thing's going to have 4 of the alpha weapons on it. I guess that's going to be crazy. I would assume it's probably going to have more defense and more durability. I don't really know too much about it yet, but we do know there's an ultimate version of the Ao Ming probably coming out sometime in the next couple of months. So yeah. But I can almost tell you, once that there's a rebalance on that Newton and those Tonin Fulgur weapons that are just destroying everything, I think the Titan list is going to completely change. Some of these other Titans are going to be totally worth playing again and good. It's just that particular Titan with those weapons is screwing everything up for the other Titans right now, making some of these almost unplayable because, I mean, I'm telling you, it just picks you up and zaps you and you're done. All right, well, I hope you found this video helpful. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and maybe even consider a channel membership. I try to make videos to help you out, so if you want to repay the favor, memberships are just a couple of bucks. You can click the little join button right below the video, and if you drop down the video's description, you'll see my other YouTube channels, my Discord servers, some game news. You're going to see some links to some awesome lighting, cameras, microphones, audio, video gear, and all kinds of cool stuff. So if you want to drop down the description, check that out. We would appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Lighting out. Have an awesome day. See ya.